A lot of wholesalers are like, oh, it's listed for like $350, so it's a wholetail at $300. You're gonna convince somebody to lose their ass, or you're gonna lose your ass. We need deal flow. And it's hard because sometimes we want to manufacture that deal flow. And that's not like the way to do it. Welcome to the Property Profits Podcast. Today we're talking about what is a freaking wholetail. You hear the term getting thrown around everywhere. Travis is talking about this group called wholetails. Here it is. Simple elevator pitch right now. You buy a property 30% under market value, meaning market value is what it can sell for, in 60 days or less. I use 60 days. Other people use whatever. If I'm buying it, I want to be able to move it in 60 days or less. Does that always happen? No. But can we plan on that with comps? Yes. And if it goes sideways, what? You sell it at 90? Boo-hoo. So market value, a property that you could sell in 60 days or less as is. Like it might sweep the floors. You could literally go put a sign in the yard the day you buy it. That is how I look at these deals. So how do you do that? Most of the time, it's going to be like expired listings or stuff that's been listed for freaking ever, and they just want to move. You can't say market value is what it's listed for right now because it hasn't sold for that amount. So you've already got market feedback if it's been on the market. So you want to look for that. Like, has it been listed? What didn't it sell for? It's got to be under that. A lot of wholesalers are like, oh, it's listed for like $350, so it's a wholetail at $300. It's like, bro, like it didn't sell at $350. You're going to convince somebody to lose their ass, or you're going to lose your ass. So what is the number it'll sell for in 60 days or less? As is. You can put a sign in the yard the day you close. How do you do that? Pull up comps. Look at year, make, model, whatever. I sound like I'm talking like a car, right? But the year it was built and like condition, square footage, get very similar look. Don't get a rehab property and be like, oh, the ARVs could be worth $1 million. Dude, what is it worth right now? Find similar type properties. And this goes for anything. Like, I don't like to overpay for properties just because I can fix them up and make more. I should be able to buy it, resell it, and still make money. I shouldn't have to go dump all this money into it. I hope I make money. That strategy is insane to me. It's freaking insane, which I've had to learn that lesson the hard way coming up, but I've been doing this quite a while. And people get pissed because they're like, they want all this volume. It's like, dude, just do a few good deals first and then expand. Whatever works, keep doing more of it. But that's the quick elevator pitch. A true wholesale to me, and this could be like residential, commercial, anything. And here's what I do. I like to lean on brokers and agents. And most people are like, oh my God, like I hate agents if they're like investor world or whatever. They're your best friend. If you could find a good one, and they might not know the investment stuff, but you can train them. If they're hungry and they want to do, here's what you do, or here's what I do. I get a good lead, and I'm like, damn, this thing is like clean. It might need updating, which is cool, but what price do these comps show me that I could sell it in 60 days or less? Condition, year. If somebody walked into it, they would buy it for that amount. And here's a question I like to ask. Because people bring deals all the time. They're like, oh, this one sold for this and this one sold for, let's just call it 200. This one sold for 200. It's like, all right, cool. This is a good exercise. Which one would you buy for 200? Would you buy yours or would you buy those comps? That's super important. Why? Because a retail buyer is going to buy your wholesale. You're going to be putting it right back on the market. So you need to be able to attract a retail buyer. Does that make sense? So which one would you buy first? And that question pisses some people off. But I'm like, which one? I need to know. Would you buy mine first for $200,000? You're going to buy those. If you're going to buy mine first, I'm priced right. If you're going to buy those comps that sold for $200 first, even though they already sold, then I might need to be lower. Keep it like common sense. Like we get so data driven. Oh, price per square foot and add the square footage and we could be like this number. And dude, calm down. Be super simple with this. Like which property as a homeowner, a family going to walk into and buy first? The comps are yours that sold at this. And keep working your way down or up until you find that number. Look at the days on the market. I do not use anything that sells over 60 days. Like it takes longer than 60 days to move. I just don't like to do it. If it sells in 60 days or less, that's a good metric for me, especially if it looks just like that property. You can do this with anything. It's just being like making data-driven results instead of like emotional-driven results. And like us investors need to eat. So we need deal flow. And like it's hard because sometimes we want to manufacture that deal flow. And that's not like the way to do it. You want to find out how to get good deals. Once you find a really good deal, throw gasoline on that strategy. So let's recap. What's a wholesale? It's a deal that you can buy 30% under market value that'll sell in 60 days or less, and you can just throw it right back on the market the day you close and resell it. Sometimes you gotta clean it up and whatever, but it should be able to go right back on the market. You shouldn't have to do anything too crazy. Like maybe you could give yourself a budget, 10K max, and that's like expensive. I like $3 a square foot, but 10K max. You can do a wholesale. It's like a minor ass flip, really, if you do that. But I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that and explain how I look at these things. And you're probably like, damn, how am I ever gonna find a deal like that? I just told you the really good types of leads, and it could be like title issue leads too. Like some people inherited a house, there's several owners, it's in good shape, they lived in it forever. There's multiple interests in certain homes that's in good shape. Interested parties have different interests. Stuff's expired. It's been listed forever. I just got one under contract. Well, we're wholesaling it because it ended up turning into a flip. But realtors are really good at bringing this stuff to you. So I hope y'all got a lot out of this. Leave me a question, comment, review, whatever. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you learned anything from this. And until then, see y'all next time.